I hope is ready for this. So we must have that enthusiasm of speaking. First of all, we must know that whatever our presentation is there, it should be based on zeal, zest and enthusiasm. Everybody knows the meaning of it. It means the passion, it means the energy of doing something. If we don't have that energy, we can't perform that. So that the topic is look who is talking, and today we are going to cover the individual presentation. So definitely what should be the parameters we have to discuss about it. The parameters would be on number first is the clarity of the topic. Your how clear you are means definitely your voice modulation, your pronunciations. Moreover, where you are giving the pauses, where you are going to stress on the verbs. The next one is the contents. We know that the contents are also very important. Means your topic. Your topic is also very important. Where we have to discuss about our topic. So your contents, as we discussed earlier also, that we may have some transparencies also, or we can use this blackboard also. You may come here with the soft copies. If you have any confusion, you can discuss about this. The next, the parameter if I talk the confidence. It is called that confidence is the key factor of everything. So whatever you are speaking, speak with the confidence. Whatever the errors that will be. Because we know that everybody falls first time. Right? That was we learned in first class. Right? So definitely everybody falls first time. At the same time, if we are making any mistakes, let it be holy, but we have to show our confidence level. Sometimes what happens, our small errors can be covered through our confidence. The next parameter is grammar. We know that grammar is again it is called the rules of language. We can avoid that grammar. With the help of that grammar, we can speak good. So while we are speaking, we are presenting ourselves. We have to show, we have to take care of that our grammar portion also. It means the tenses, it means the preposition, it means we can say voices or whatever the sentence structures are. The next is the body language. Your body language plays a very important role. And on that particular day we discussed about that if you can't control your body language, it will control you. What does it mean? It means your recognition would be of that the boy which comes and is standing like that, the girl who comes and does the same, or that can be the leg movements, the boy who is dancing, shifting the leg movements again and again and weight again and again. So we have to work on that, and moreover is that body language means you have to have very good eye contact with your audience. Next is the creative imagination. We know that communication and creative imaginations, these are both related to each other. We must have that creative imagination. It means if you are forgetting something in between, then try to come over on that problem. Next is command over language. Ultimately we are here to have the command over language. We know that through this we can't say that you have command over language or not. But even that we want that you must speak good. Then in the good conclusion, we need there should be good conclusion. Don't run from here. What happens when you are small kids in school? It happens now, the particular will come and present something. We are coming over here, and as we are concluding with this, we are just running, right? It happens, but don't do it here. Just come over here with the confidence. Speak with the confidence. Your starting should be good. Say, very good morning friends. Today as we know our topic is, look who is talking, and the name of my topic is so and so, whatever is there. Then the next thing, what we want that good conclusion also. After the topic, completion of your topic, say thank you very much to listening me so patiently, or whatever, the choice is yours, and don't run. Another thing is that. Moreover is this, always remember that if we are riding the bike or a scooter, we are not just going in the top gear, but we are doing smoothly. At the same time, come over here, adjust yourself here, look at your friends, and then speak. And it should be in a gradual manner so that we can speak good. Don't come and don't start, don't burst. Sometimes what happens, we are coming over here and we are bursting. It is just like While you are coming over here, you are speaking with confidence. Whenever there is a full stop, give pause. Whenever you are starting, there should be take care of that high pitch, low pitch. That means the voice modulation and all. And moreover is while you are coming over here, you should think that I have to do my best. That is the thing. Always believe that I am going to be the best today. If we are thinking that, we can do. As we know that if you think you can, you can. Otherwise you can't. It is all about your state of mind. What is the success? Success is a state of mind. At the same time, our presentations, they are also the state of our mind. If you are thinking, yes, I will do very good, then you will do very good. If you think, no, I can't, then you can't. Okay, so I hope that everybody is well prepared and ready to come. We are very curious to speak. We are eager to come over here. So now, it's yours. Come forward.